Well, good day. Hi. How are you? My name is Harper, and I am the voice behind Mindful Being podcast, meditations, hypnosis, yoga. And I've received quite a few questions about having trouble with visualizations. And if this is you, this podcast is for you. This is going to be a tip to help with the visualizations. And even if this isn't for you, this practice is still a great one to stretch and strengthen your mental mind muscles. So please don't be afraid to practice, even if you can visualize everything in colors and shapes and lights. However, know that you're not alone in this as well. It's very common, as we're not taught these tools or techniques as children, and it's unfortunate. I do believe that it is something that should be presented and practiced in school formats. However, there's never too late to learn, and so it's good that you're learning and beginning to practice and implement these tools now, because they can still be very helpful in your life and in your manifestations and in calming yourself down to stay centered and present. So I'm grateful for these tools and techniques, and it is my humbled honor to help present them and share them to you. So if these help, let me know. If you have other questions or they lead to other questions or insights, I love to hear feedback. Please feel free. This is the first practice podcast that I am doing. Usually all of my other podcasts are just talking you through some visualizations that I have created and feel like are helpful, or breathwork techniques. So I would invite you to do an induction to relax yourself the best way that you know how before you do practice these techniques. So whether you want to lay down, whether you want to sit up, but regardless of the way you settle into your practice, I want you to really study the room that you're in, right? Witness and study everything from the door frame to the dresser or the desk or the TV or the chairs, the couch, the bed, the plants. Let's start with 5 things. Pick out 5 things to really witness and notice spatially where they are in the room. And see them for what they are in this moment, in this space. Good. So you've picked out 5 items, you've looked at them, you know where they are in the room, you're aware of the colors. And now close your eyes. And as you lay here, I want you to see yourself in the room as you are laying or seated. Again, whichever position of stillness. And then I want you to spatially pick out and notice where these 5 items are in the room. I want you to see them in their colors, see what they're on, where they're spaced, how big they are in comparison to what might be next to it. And so if this is hard for you, then take it down to viewing 3 things or 1 thing, right? Make it easier so that this practice can truly be fun and something that you are inspired and excited to do. I find that is the most helpful with meditation and mindfulness practices, really, is to be inspired and excited to come back to it each and every day because of the mindset and the energy that you're coming to the practice with intention and awareness. But also because of the feelings and the energy that's associated with the thought of your meditation practice. And if the thought provokes something negative like anxiety, then it isn't something that you're going to voluntarily want to do, and you'll procrastinate. And this is why we don't do things, right? But this practice is so beneficial, and it's just about strengthening and stretching and working out your mental mind muscles. You all have the capability of viewing these visions in your mind's eye. Good, so now open your eyes again, and maybe you add in one more. See those same 5 items and add in a 6th. Or challenge yourself and see 6 completely new items. Study the room, study the items. As you close your eyes, then you again see these items in your room. And it should be a little easier, hopefully, because you have examples of these items right in front of you. And they are things that you see visually every day. And so in my next breakout practice, I will talk about how to visualize words a little easier and numbers. So if that's something that you're looking to, then definitely look for the next episode of this series. But this is something that can easily be practiced every day for 5 minutes, in addition to your meditation, or just sitting and doing other mindfulness tools. They don't have to take up an hour of your time, right? But if they're helpful, which they are really, if you're looking to gain these skills and the knowledge and the insight and the awareness, they're amazing and incredible tools. So I'm grateful to be able to share them. And again, if you have questions about this or the practice, please let me know. But I will leave you to your visualizations. Practice, hone in, share. And if you have comments, again, let me know. I appreciate you all for becoming more mindful beings with me. And faithfully yours, Harper.